Hello my darlings, hello Twinflames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your new energy reading. Today I'm here from one of another wonderful places in Calacanucua Bay. Right behind me you see a cliff with a national park, and there's like, you can probably see it even from here, there's a big white stele, that's the Captain Cook monument. So let's get started right away. First of all, we'll start with an oracle card for each of the twins. Yeah, I'm sitting behind a tree, so lighting is a little tricky, but I'm sure you're more interested in seeing the cards and hearing the reading than my face. Yeah, no, this is a true blessing to be here, and I'm so excited that I can be doing these readings from such wonderful locations for you, at least for a little while, because I'm gonna be home very, very soon. And next week it's gonna be all, you know, my apartment and the setup. Although it is gonna be this setting instead of the black and white, so I am calling in warmth and springtime, I guess. Okay, so for Divine Feminines of God Blessed, number 22. And that's a wonderful card, first of all, because 22 is a master number that is about co-creating and cooperation. In this case, I usually read for this card that this is cooperation and collaboration with the divine. So you basically, the divine has given you these wings. You see, she's got wings here. And that's how you can implement your dreams and your passions into real life, right? You've got the wings, you've got everything you need. You've got the support, the divine spark, right? So now it's time to create, and of course to be grateful for everything that you have. For Divine Masculine, we've got Message in a Bottle. Oh wow, it's pretty cool considering where I am now. Number 15 goes to number 6. Okay, so this is gonna be communication. I'm getting this communication about something new to learn. I don't know how to explain it. It's about, you know, like when something comes into our reality and we're like, oh, I want to know more about that. So you kind of feel driven to learn more about that topic. So that's something is coming into Divine Masculine space in that kind of way. So they're going to hear about it maybe more than once. You know that sometimes you're like, you don't hear about something for years, and then suddenly you hear about it 5 times in a week. And then you're like, okay, I need to check it out. Something like that is happening to them. They're getting some messages, and they're going to be driven to learn more about that subject. So yeah, let's get into the reading and find out more. Bottom of the deck, number 9, Treasure Island. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. This cute turtle and the chest full of gold and sea stars and hearts of love. Yeah. Some of you, there's gonna be some unexpected gifts coming into your way, I'm hearing, in the next week or so. Okay, so let's get to the main reading. I've got my classic Rider-Waite deck today. I'm also gonna pull some clarifiers from the Light Seers Tarot. Let's see. Okay, so for Divine Feminine, wow, 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, the Lovers for Divine Masculine. And the connection. Whoop. The Emperor. Interesting. Aries energy. Aries, and we got Gemini as well. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna be showing them here. It's much better. We'll find a way. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers for DF. them. Nice. And for the connection, please clarify the Emperor. Love it. Bottom of the deck, strength. Yeah, actually they're both kind of strengths, but this is the strength in minor arcana, right? Standing up for yourself. So twins are getting into this space where they feel like they have to, not even to explain, but yeah, really defend some of their decisions, but not in a way where you kind of feel like you know, you have to do something, but more about, I don't care what other people are saying. I know why I'm doing this. I'm perfectly capable of explaining that to whoever asks, if they're wondering, if they have a good intention behind it. But I don't owe anybody an explanation, and I don't need to change my ways just because some people are not comfortable with my choices. As simple as that. Okay. And that's for both twins, actually. Different context, but the idea is the same. That's the general energy of twin flames. That's a very important skill to nurture and to practice and to advance. Because the farther we go into the journey, there will be more and more harder choices and decisions that we make, how we change our life to get to the place where we're truly going to be happy and where we can realize our potential. There will always be people who are not going to be okay with that. Let's put it that way, right? To say the least. Some of them are going to be offended, angry, they're going to judge, and it's very important to have that skill in your pocket so that whenever something like that happens, you're not thrown off your path by that. Because especially if that person is some sort of authority in your life, that not only may, but it will throw you off. So it's important to always kind of to know that you see your goal, you know what you're doing, you feel like you're guided, you know, by your higher power. So who cares what X, Y, and Z think about it? Okay, so for Divine Feminine, we have 10 of Cups and 4 of Cups, clarified by 3 of Swords and 5 of Wands. Yeah, so there's been a certain, let's just say, certain regret about lack of reciprocity in love and like unrequited love. Maybe some memories of that, but Divine Feminine's, some past events, right? It didn't necessarily have to be completely unrequited, but it could have been some sort of toxic relationship in the past. Something very karmic, like deeply karmic experience. And it's been making Divine Feminine sad and a little stuck. But they don't want to stay in the stuckness anymore. They have, like I was saying just now, they had their goal in mind. They know that they can have the 10 of Cups regardless of whether there is a masculine energy in their life on the permanent basis or not. So they're going for it. They just go for it. And what I'm also getting is that you're asked to focus on balancing out masculine and feminine within yourself so that you cannot be thrown off the game by something else. That's important. So let's continue. We've got the Lovers clarified by 6 of Pentacles. It's divine masculine, basically feeling like I'm coming to an understanding that they haven't given you the love you deserve. And it's not necessarily in a romantic relationship way, but in general in a personal way, like in a general communication way. You know, like when we care about someone or we are on good terms, at least with a person, then, you know, we show respect, kindness, we show our care, and they feel like they haven't been holding up their side of it. And of course it's never like very precise and equal, but they still feel like there is a big gap between how patient, caring, enlivened Divine Feminine has been and how much, or how little rather, they have done. And of course, for any masculine energy, it's kind of a big deal when they feel like they didn't give enough, right? Because giving energy is like giving something, helping, solving problems is masculine by nature. So this love is showing them how they have been kind of like holding themselves back a lot, and because it's been so intense, you can see the Archangel Michael here, because it's been so intense and so big, like it's been intimidating really. They feel like they see now how they've been trying to hold themselves back, not to be too vulnerable too soon, but eventually what happened is that they understand now that, how do you say it, like from the outside, from the distance, it looked like they were cold and didn't care much, although that was nothing like that, but that's what it appeared to be. And of course we know, since we are more aware of the journey, we understand that a lot of it is for a reason, and it's also divinely guided a lot of times to bring up some triggers and some lessons. But DMs don't really know that, right? But then when they do realize it, that's also divinely guided, right? They can do something about it. They can start rebalancing the situation energetically. And for the connection, we have the Emperor clarified by, where do I go now? Clarified by the Star and the Knight of Cups. So what I'm getting with this is that the energy is now that the twins are in charge of their next steps and of their destiny. They decide where their dreams lie, where their goal is, how to get there, right? There is this thread, how to get to their goals, right? And they decide where and how they will be expressing this love. And it's not like they don't respect the divine and the divine timing, but there is an understanding that there is no point in just waiting for the perfect time. It's rather that you need to take action, see what happens, adjust if you need to, learn your lessons, move on, right? Like obviously there will be some situations where your heart will be broken, you will be demotivated, right? Maybe you will lose the sight of why you're doing certain things, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you need to stop or you shouldn't do anything, because you know in advance that it's a path not for the faint-hearted. I mean, you know that, right? You've known that along the way, you've seen it, you witnessed it, and it's gonna be like that. But the stronger you get, the sort of more challenging and advanced opportunities for lessons and for learning you get. So that's just more about decision. This is the Aries energy, right? This is a decision that, yeah, I'm in charge. I want to be able to create my life the way I want. That sort of idea. Okay, to finish up, let's get some guidance for both twins. Let's get guidance for divine masculines first. Okay, it's in reverse, strength and 2 wands. So divine masculines are asked not to push too hard and not to insist too much on a specific choice, specific decision, to be more flexible and open-minded and where the road leads them. That's what I'm hearing. And for divine feminines, anything else? Okay, 6 of Cups and Queen of Wands. Wow, such a loving energy. Yeah, so again, this is the path of, well, actually I'm getting here that tracing back to some of your childhood memories would be helpful at this time, and it's up to you to think about in what context or what time. Maybe look through some photo albums from your childhood. I'm hearing maybe talk to some relatives who, oh, we always have those who tell us stories from when we were little. Something like that, yeah. Maybe watch a movie about somebody remembering their childhood, or something about children, right? Whatever you feel guided to, when you have intention about that, it will come into your space. But something like that will help you find new answers, something that you haven't paid much attention to, but that was really key to your journey. And you will look at it with new eyes now. And you will be able to transmute some of that energy and to understand more about your journey and about your mission even. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'll leave you guys here. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been wonderful, and I'll talk to you all back very, very soon. Bye.